Hey everybody, it's me, Erin and Elyse. Welcome back to my channel and another episode of Erin's Eats. How's your week been? We got back from Georgia on Monday, so we've been a little off this week. I haven't really known what day it is most days, but anyways, we're getting back on track. This episode of Erin's Eats, I'm going to be showing y'all how I make sweet potato chili. Tonight I'm actually going to be making it vegetarian, so I'm not going to be adding any meat, but you can also very easily add a pound of ground turkey or ground beef to this if you want that extra bit of protein or whatnot. You know, we're trying to save money and be healthy time to time, you know. This is actually a really easy way to cut costs from a meal, and it's really tasty without meat in it. Like, it has the same great flavors, so I actually really like making it this way. Let's go ahead and get started by grabbing our aprons because it's chili, tomato sauce is involved, and we don't want to stain up our lovely flannel. Can you tell this is one of my favorite shirts? I wear it all the time. Aprons, everyone. Bounce as you tie. It's like when people, pat your head and rub your belly at the same time. Not as difficult, I don't think. So, apron is on. If you hear some whining and commotion in the background, it is because it is currently the witching hour. I am cooking this in real time, supper time. So Pippin is whining because he is obsessed with supper. I think it has something to do with whatever is wrong with him. Like, he's never begged for food this bad before. Remy is also due for a bottle, and Noodle is just Noodle. So Adam is trying to corral them all while I get started cooking. Anyways, that's what's going on in the background. The first thing we're gonna do to make the sweet potato chili is saute onion and a bit of olive oil. I like to cut up my onion pretty small. I'm not a huge onion fan, so I only used half of a pretty standard size onion. Dice it up small and saute it in some oil. So let's do it. They don't like. Woo. Bloop. There's quite a bit of commotion coming from the bedroom, so hold please. Release the hounds so I can proceed with this recipe. Now that our onion has softened a bit, I'm going to add in the sweet potato, which has been diced into little small cubes. Just little small pieces. Whoop. I actually feel a little spoiled today because they had a deal on the pre-cut sweet potatoes. It was actually cheaper than if I were to buy just whole sweet potatoes and dice them myself. The pre-cut ones have also been peeled. If you're cutting up the sweet potato yourself, you don't have to peel it. I normally don't. It's just a matter of preference, so do what you like. So dump in your sweet potatoes. We're going to add in about 4 cups worth and saute that just for a little bit with the onion. Oh, and you may also need to add in a little bit more oil. Oh, it's burning. Whoopsies. Turn it down. It is quite chaotic. Like I mentioned, Adam is currently giving Remy a bottle, and it's time for the dogs to eat. Pippin is about to drive me crazy because he won't stop whining, so as I'm cooking, I'm also now going to feed the dog. So, dinner time all around. Okie dokie, we're gonna move ahead with the recipe now and add in the next ingredients. It's pretty simple. We're gonna start, oh that's heavy, by adding in 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. 1 can of whole kernel corn that has been drained. I've mentioned before in other recipes, if you can buy a no salt added version, I would recommend doing that just because it's just better for you to not have too much salt, and that's just my opinion. 1 can of whole kernel corn, 1 can of black beans. They'll come out. There. And lastly, 1 cup of vegetable broth. If you're not doing this vegetarian style, you could use a cup of chicken broth. You can also just do a cup of water, just whatever your preference is. They had a deal on vegetable broth at the store, so that's what I'm using. A little extra flavor too. Go ahead and give it a good stir. Alright, now we're gonna start adding in our seasonings to make it taste like chili. So grab your little measuring spoons. We're gonna start by adding 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Ooh. Ooh, Lord. That's okay. Second spice we are adding is cumin. We're gonna use 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. I like to go a little heavy with my seasonings, especially with chili, because I like a lot of flavor. I like it to be very savory. So just adjust it to your own liking. You can always add more or add less. Just taste as you go. That's always a good rule of thumb in cooking. Next is paprika. I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon. Next on the list is cinnamon. You only need 1/8 of a teaspoon. It goes a long way, and I don't know why, but it works so well in this recipe. I don't know if because it's with sweet potatoes, and cinnamon just goes really well with sweet potatoes, and it just blends really good with all the other spices in the chili. So trust me, if you're not used to using cinnamon in like a savory dish like this, try it because it's super good. Like I said, you just need 1/8 of a teaspoon. A little teeny weeny bit. And as with most recipes, salt and pepper to taste. Stir it all really well. Get it nice and mixed in. Isn't that pretty? Look at all those colors. Orange and yellow. Beautiful. Now that we've got all our ingredients in the pot, we're just gonna let it simmer. We'll bring it to a simmer and let it cook until the potatoes are tender. Once we have reached that point, maybe in about 20 to 30 minutes, we'll taste it, and yeah, that'll be the end. So we'll check back with you when the chili is ready. And we're back. Our chili has finished cooking. The sweet potatoes are nice and tender now, so you know what that means. It is time to taste it. Let's bring in our taste tester. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na.
Just 1 taste tester today.
1 taste tester. Remy is quite content, so we're not
Just gonna let him be.
have his happy independent time.
So good.
Now, Adam does prefer the chili to have the meat in it. Honestly, it doesn't really affect the taste that much. It's just, I think it's a mental thing.
It's a yeah.
Just knowing like, oh, there's meat in this.
It makes everything taste better. I can't help it.
Whatever. We love to eat this chili with corn chips, aka burritos. I'm really excited because not only were Fritos on sale, but I also had a coupon for the family size. Before we dump Fritos on top, here's the chili. Ooh. So you can see, oh, it's hot. It's really chunky. and hearty and nice and filling with good things. Dump those Fritos. Wow. There's like...
Our bowl of chili is gone. It's now just Fritos.
There's more Fritos.
I can't help it. The Fritos make it taste really good.
Break them up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Okay. It is mixed. It is ready to taste. Woo!
Ooh, got that Frito on it.
Good hunk of sweet potato. Don't need no meat.
No, it's good. The flavors are all there. I just prefer it with meat.
Yeah.
But this is still really good. Like
Yeah.
you just didn't do meat, you're not going to be disappointed.
No, not at all.
It's got a little bit of a cinnamon kind of kick to it.
Sweet and savory.
Fritos just add... Yeah.
So I don't add too much salt when I'm cooking the actual chili because we add Fritos and Fritos are super salty. So keep that in mind if you plan on adding like crackers or tortilla chips or whatnot.
That's good, Jova. Make this. Thanks, love.
Yeah. Yum. I also really love sweet potatoes, so maybe that's why I really enjoy this chili. I'm just a big sweet potato fan, but so that's how I make vegetarian sweet potato chili. Leave me a comment down below if you try it and like it. As always, if you have any suggestions for future Erin's Eats, let me know. I love to see what y'all are interested in seeing me cook. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see y'all next weekend with another Erin's Eats. Bye!